Snapchat, and rumbling fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. It's your favorite day of the week, and it means you get another Naughty Bits tingling episode of your favorite internet sensation with libation. That's right, the Friday Wrap-Up is back. And man, what a fucking week it's been. But before we get to that, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I am drinking. This was a birthday present for those of you that weren't paying attention last week. I said Monday, meaning this Monday that just passed, was my birthday, 46 and slick. Okay, and this is part of a little birthday care package that I got. There's another half of this present that I'm going to show you next week, but this was one of my favorites here. Jack Daniel's Bonded Whiskey. As you can see, I've bonded with it already. Now, bonded whiskey is always the strongest, but always the smoothest. This shit's 100 proof, and man, it is delightful. There is not enough O's and smooth to describe this. So, salud, drink up and be somebody. Oh, it smells like... I wish this was a fucking cologne. Like, I would dab a little bit on my, behind my ears every morning. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, if I had to pick, like, 3 beverages for the rest of my life, it would be Jack Daniel's, coffee, and I don't know, maybe, like, water, or, like, cherry Pepsi. I don't know. Like, I mean, they're just... God, I just love the taste of Jack Daniels. Okay. So, like I said, what a fucking week it's been. This week has been so goddamn busy. I feel like Monday was 6 months ago. Seriously. So anyway, this episode of the Friday Wrap-Up is a little bittersweet because this is going to be my last broadcast. You thought I was going to say permanently, right? This is my last broadcast in the bunker. That's right. After today, you will be seeing the Friday Wrap-Up in the new digs. Tomorrow is moving day. Yeah, my place looks like a fucking bomb hit it. So I have the movers coming tomorrow to move all the furniture. And then after that, 99%, 90% I would say of all of my stuff is over at the house. So after tomorrow, it's just a couple little odds and ends, and then that's it. I'm out. So yeah, this is the last broadcast in the bunker. This is where the Friday Wrap-Up, right in this very spot that I'm sitting in right now, is where the Friday Wrap-Up was created and was first broadcasted. Because when I first broadcasted the Friday Wrap-Up, it was during the pandemic. And this one upstairs decided to fucking invite all of Mexico to renovate the house. It was banging. You saw dust falling on me. I couldn't use my office. And this was born out of just absolute fucking boredom and frustration. And that was, 3-4 years ago, 100 and something episodes later, here we are, right back in the same place where we started from. So I guess this is apropos that this is the last broadcast from the bunker, right in the same fucking spot. The new digs, you're gonna like them. I mean, I'm not done placing everything where I want to place it, but you'll get the idea. So yeah. So I sussed out a couple of different movers. I got some different estimates, and believe it or not, this is gonna this is gonna knock you right off your ass. The best price and reviews that I found were from the College Hunks Moving Junk Company. They also do moving. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have a gigantic truck in front of my house, and it's fucking ostentatious as could be, green and orange. It's gonna say College Hunks on the side, and those are the fucking people that are moving, the College Hunks. Now, I saw their website. I gotta tell you, they're not college hunks. They all look like fucking busted asses, but they look like they can move furniture. And more importantly, I don't have to have back pain on Monday. So yeah, I find it kind of funny that the people who will be moving me out are the college hunks. So, there's that. If you see a college hunks truck around here tomorrow, that's me. Okay, so there's that. All right, so, this is only the first fucking week in November. And it's like Thanksgiving got eliminated. Like, I don't know where the fuck we went wrong. I told you, Halloween, like the week before Halloween, like I walked into Target, it was just like Christmas vomiting. Like Halloween was not even a thing. There's nothing around for Thanksgiving. And all week long, since fucking Halloween, actually even before, it's been like Christmas shit. Like you turn on the television and it's nothing but fucking Christmas movies. It's not even December. I don't want to see that shit now. Okay? Elf, Christmas Vacation, the Polar Express, everything was fucking... And now, and here's the thing that fucking drives me mentally irregular, is when people just start decorating for Christmas now. Like, you drive around and you see fucking Christmas lights up. It's not even fucking December. Okay? Wait! Let Thanksgiving be a holiday. First of all, Thanksgiving is the most wonderful holiday there is. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because all you gotta do is show up and eat. Okay? You're gonna eat the same fucking meal at Christmas, unless you're Italian. You're gonna eat the same meal at Christmas that you're gonna eat at Thanksgiving anyway. Unless you're Italian. Because on Thanksgiving, we like to have lasagna as an appetizer. Okay? You have cannolis along with the pumpkin pie. But it's great. You just show up, you eat, you watch a little football. That's nice, you know? You wear some stretchy pants, you're bloated for like 3-4 days, and then that Friday, you put up your Christmas decorations. That's how it goes, okay? We're like totally jumping the fucking shark here. When I see people putting their Christmas lights up, I serious. My neighbor had his Christmas lights up October 1st, and he's Hispanic, okay? This one upstairs had Christmas lights up. I pulled up and said, I can't fucking believe this shit. Just let it be Thanksgiving. Okay? I don't see why this is why we have to skip this holiday. I think it's a great holiday. Fuck Christmas. I like Thanksgiving better. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy Thanksgiving decorations. I already looked on Amazon. They have Thanksgiving lights. They're like little maple leaves and like cornucopias. And it's nice Thanksgiving colors. Get a couple of inflatable turkeys. There you go. Why shouldn't you? Why not give this holiday its doing propers? That's what I don't understand. Why? Why are we angry at Thanksgiving? Fucking stupid. I think it's the best. If you have a family, which I used to have one, but I mean, if you have a family, you know, this is probably the best holiday. You just get together and fucking eat. Okay, now being Italian, like, you know, Sundays are basically, you know, like a mini Thanksgiving, but this is just a little bit special. Like, you know, yeah, you'd have like I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother would make, and she only made this at Thanksgiving, and that's why I think I loved it so much. The tortellini and brodo, but she would make these little mini meatballs, and she'd make them right in the soup, and they were the most fucking, with the turkey, she would put shredded turkey in there, okay? Like she would make turkey stock. So she'd make basically chicken stock, but with turkey. And then she'd make these little mini meatballs that were actually beef meatballs and put them in there with the tortellini. Oh my God, it was fucking amazing. And then, of course, you know, you had the underbast. Then you had the lasagna. Then you had a full-on turkey dinner with all the trimmings. And my mother used to make this stuffing. And my niece's boyfriend used to go fucking crazy for it. Honestly, up until, like, you know, I got a little older, I always thought this was Italian stuffing, but I always just thought stuffing looked like this. It was like this rice and Italian sausage stuffing. And, you know, I've tried to copy this. You know, there's certain dishes that my mother used to make that I can't duplicate. I mean, her vodka sauce, I could probably improve it, but I used to love it so much that I leave it alone. But, I can't duplicate this. I don't know how the fuck she made this stuffing because she would never tell anybody. But it was rice with sausage, and I think there was egg in there. I don't know what the fuck she did with it, but it was delicious. So, you know, but like it was just, you know, so you had the full-on Thanksgiving dinner, and then of course you had, you know, fucking 8 layers of dessert. First the pastry would come out, the cannoli, you know, all that shit, and then the pumpkin pies, and the blueberry, and the apple, and all the fucking 9,000 different pies, and then at the end, you play cards and all that other shit, and then they brought the turkeys out again for, like, sandwiches, and of course, if you didn't like turkey, there was also ham, you know, like, I mean, it was just crazy, but, you know, that was a great holiday. Christmas, Christmas, you got too much shit, you got to decorate presents, all this other nonsense. Fuck it. I think Thanksgiving was the perfect holiday. So why they overlook this shit, I don't know. So like I said, I'm going to start a new trend. I'm going to start decorating November 1st. Well, yeah, maybe, because I like to leave my Halloween decorations up until at least my birthday. But then the day after that, I'm going to put up Thanksgiving decorations, Thanksgiving lights. If I got to hire a fucking Amish person to pretend to be a pilgrim to stand on my front lawn and wave at people, I don't give a fuck, I will. So yeah, so that's going to be the new trend this year. Thanksgiving decorations. I already got this shit ready to go on Amazon. So anyway, kids, Mongoloid love, cross-dressing mayors, trans holidays, the Friday wrap-up always delivers and never disappoints, baby. All right, on the persecution of Trump. So the whole thing in New York with this fucking retarded judge, Engeron, right? This guy's got it in for Trump. He has it all the time. And now, so the judge that's presiding over this fucking liberal nutbag, right now he's posting pictures of himself shirtless online. Now, keep in mind, this guy's like 110. I'll say this, he's in decent shape for an old guy. But fucking shit, we don't want to see you topless. So he's posting topless pictures of himself online. That this is not preferred behavior for a New York City Supreme Court judge. Okay? Like, the guy should be disbarred for doing it. If it was any other judge doing this shit, they'd be fucking removed from the bench in a heartbeat. This guy's posting pictures of himself. So my point is, he's using poor judgment with governing his own life. So how the fuck is he going to pass judgment on a former president? Okay, especially in a bullshit trial with no jury, no due process, no jurisprudence, none of that shit. It's all based on fucking hearsay and conjecture, and the ruling comes down to, what kind of mood this cocksucker is in on the fucking day he decides to bang the gavel. So, Trump basically in this fucking trial is a dead duck. But don't despair, because this will go to an appeal and be overturned like that. They're just making a fucking showing. And Trump knows it, and he's not stupid. So he knows he's got no shot of actually beating this case because it's all bullshit anyway. So he's turning it into a political thing. So he's basically, every time he opens his mouth, he's basically saying this is not fair, this is that, violation of that. He's turning it into a political thing because if he can't campaign, he's going to do it right from the fucking courtroom, and it's making the judge mentally irregular. At one point, the judge looked at his attorney and said, because they asked Trump a question, and Trump answered the way Trump answered. He goes, control your client. And the attorney goes, what do you mean? Because I don't want to hear what he has to say. He goes, actually, that's the whole point. You asked him a question, he's answering it. That's the whole point of asking a fucking a witness a question, right? Or asking the fucking plaintiff a question, a defendant a question. So this fucking judge is out of his mind. And also subsequently, the fucking left is losing their goddamn mind because Trump right now is killing Biden in the polls. And these are like New York Post, New York Times polls, which are completely fucking skewed towards the left, and it shows Trump beating Biden by a motherfucking landslide, more so than the last time. So my point being is they cannot cheat big enough to beat him. So they're trying to fucking bury him in court, which is actually having the reverse effect. Yesterday, I think it was, or the day before Wednesday, they had another Republican primary debate. Why, I don't know. Okay, Pence, of course, was not there because he dropped out because he's a fucking loser. They had Ramaswamy. They had the front runner in that. The number two down from Trump would be DeSantis, who is still like 4 months and a week in between DeSantis and Trump. None of them even have a remote chance of a shot at this point. And they're still holding primaries. They're still bitching that Trump won't show up. Why? He held a fucking rally in Florida. Same day, had more viewership, more participants, and just sat there and fucking mocked them. But so, if I was this guy, I would do it exactly the same way. And here's these assholes still fighting amongst themselves. And you got Fat Christie. How the fuck he's even there? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many sandwiches he ate before he walked up on stage and farted. But, so they got no shot. It's going to be Trump Biden, and then, the Democrats don't want Biden to run, but he's too fucking stubborn to back down, so it's going to be a fucking landslide. Then you got Kennedy, who threw his hat in the ring as an independent. That's going to pull any votes that Biden had away from him. And now apparently Joe Manchin, who was a Democratic senator who kind of like was just center line, like he wasn't too left, he wasn't right. He's not seeking re-election again in Virginia. But it seems like he's thinking of throwing his hat in the ring as another independent. So again, that's just going to open a wide fucking lane to the White House for Donald Trump again. Because anytime these Democrats jump ship and go independent, there's a couple of Dems that'll go with them. So that's just going to pull more and more votes away from Biden. Not that Biden had the votes to beat Trump to begin with, but not only is Biden going to lose, but he's going to lose fucking royally. Okay? It's just, everything's going to come out in the wash. And Trump even said today, he goes, listen, when I'm elected president, he goes, I might prosecute these people. Might? Let me tell you something, Donald. And this guy's a friend, okay? If you don't fucking prosecute these people, it's just not going to look good for you, my friend. Go after them. Go after them and fucking bury them. Expose all of the bullshit, all of the fucking nonsense that they did. Yeah, you going to make any friends in Washington? No, but you don't have any friends there anyway. Okay? I'm your friend. Go ahead. You want to make me a cabinet member? Put me in charge of this shit. I promise you, I will bury them into the fucking ground and then some. So, that's that on Trump. On another Biden blunder. Well, I told you last week subpoenas would be forthcoming, and boom, here they are. So this week, the House Judiciary Committee, James Comer and James Jordan, subpoenaed Hunter and Jim Biden to question, and this is just the tip of the dick on this one, because next they're going to subpoena, they're going to subpoena Joe Biden, and probably they're looking to impeach him. The impeachment is forthcoming. I can tell you right now. Even the House Speaker seems to be dead set on this, and that guy's an ultra-conservative. He loves Jesus and bow ties. Like, this guy is it's coming. It's coming, kids. Don't worry. All right, kids, on 52 farts. Let's let her rip right off the top of the fart deck. What do we got? Today we have the crack of dawn. So, this is an accumulation of gas within the digestive tract that is built up in the night and is released upon awakening. I have to say this happens to me quite a few times. You call it the wake-up call, wake and blast. And it's just like when you first wake up in the morning, you start yawning, stretching, and all of a sudden, all your ass just wakes up and boom. Now, if you happen to be married, if you happen to have like a steady broad or something like that, they're the ones who reap the benefit of your morning ritual. Because when you wake up and blast them, they're not too happy. Over the years, I've had a few morning partners where I wake up and maybe you're out drinking the night before, you have some Chinese food or some Mexican food or whatever it is. You wake up, and then, they could taste it. Like, I've had... There was one girl who she actually literally she's like, she woke up gagging. Good times. Anyway, kids, get those tickets out, because we're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express in the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Woo! First stop, New York City. So, I was watching Jesse Waters last night, and he had this person that came on, tranny, who was saying how, because today is Veterans Day. By the way, happy Veterans Day. I hope you hugged a veteran. If you didn't, go and hug him, and, maybe, give him a little how's your father. Anyhow, so Jesse Waters had some tranny on who's saying that they should be celebrated just like the veterans. This is how fucking delusional these people are. So they were saying that they want like a holiday like Veterans Day, okay? And discount, because they were trying to compare themselves to veterans. So they were saying veterans get discounts, and they get a holiday where they're off for work, and They get better parking. So we got to do the same thing for the trannies, okay? You want discounts at a restaurant, special parking? Why? Because you're mad at your pussy? Okay? You turned it into some like origami dick? You hate your dick, so you cut it off and you made a little like farfalla out of it? So for that, you should get a fucking holiday? Okay? You want a discount at a restaurant? What are you going to do? You're going to walk into McDonald's? I used to have a cock. Can I have a free order of French fries? Like, what the fuck is wrong? Here, trans parking only. You know, if you're mad at your genitals, park here. Get the fuck out of here. Go get a job. Holy shit. Maybe we should have Schizo Day too, right? Shut the fuck up, you fucking lunatics. All right, while we're in New York, let's visit with an old friend, shall we? Our old pal, Governor Nostrils, the former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Now, he's been MIA for quite some time. He does have a podcast, you know, Just the Facts. But, you know, our friend Governor Caramilla is now, because, you know, he is an attorney, he's a lawyer. He's now doing consulting work. So people are hiring him, apparently, because, again, like I said, he's a lawyer for consulting work. I don't know. I haven't been able to find out exactly what he's consulting on. Like maybe how to play tune in Tokyo without actually going to jail. I'm not quite sure. You know, here's how you, like, kill senior citizens and grope women. And, you know, you turn the valves, you know, without getting locked up. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's... I'll say this, though. If I needed some kind of consulting work like that, or any kind, I would absolutely hire Andrew Cuomo in a second. Just so I could fucking torment him. That's the only reason. Okay, I didn't jump ship and become a Cuomo fan. Although I am going to say this, and I've said it before, and it pains me every fucking time I say it, but I'm going to still say it. If I had to pick between the fucking Mongoloid we have in Albany now versus Cuomo, as much as I did not like Andrew Cuomo, I'd rather him than this fucking rummy that we have. Just every time I see her face, I get like very like emotional inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she looks like a pile of fucking dog shit. I like Cuomo in the sense that, you know, at least he was animated. The guy loved himself more than I love me. He had press conferences. He had his assistant Melissa, whatever the fuck her name was, kind of cute. I don't know if he ever tweaked her nipples or not or anything like that. You know, flicked their areolas, but she seemed to be delighted sitting there. So he always hired Italians. So I gotta give him that, you know, but I mean, for the most part, yeah, I'd hire him too. I told you, I would love to have him on my podcast. Love to. I'd be happy to go on his too. I mean, I think that would be, I would even do a cooking show with him. Just, you know, disarm him a little bit, you know, he comes in, we'll make some Sunday gravy, and then I could, like, pepper him with questions. So, like, you know, when you go up to a chick, like, how do you approach it? Like, I gotta meet, like, do you turn the valves right away? Do you, like, work into that? Like, how does that happen? How is Sandra D in the shack? You know, like, that, you know, semi-homemade Sandra, you know, she was cute, but, like, I mean, was she semi, like, there? Like, when you were banging it? Like, well, how did that go? All right, next stop, Alabama. Okay, we going down south, baby. So take a look at this. This is Bubba Copeland. Bubba Copeland is the mayor, or should I say former mayor, of Smith Station, Alabama. So, apparently, Bubba likes to wear ladies' clothing. He's a cross-dresser. He ain't a tranny, apparently. I don't think he's made it his dick. But he likes to put on a dress and some, you know, ladies' makeup and a wig and sashay around and say he's the naughty girl. Anyways, apparently pictures of him in his cross-dressing regalia surfaced online. Where, I don't know. I didn't really want to go searching for it because I didn't want to, like, you know, God forbid you hit the wrong website, you know what I'm saying? But apparently pictures of him surfaced as a cross-dresser. So he killed himself. That's why he's the former mayor. You know, at least they still have principles down south. You know, he didn't, like if this was New York, like if Mayor Adams got caught cross-dressing, I mean, he'd probably start holding press conferences like that fucking Mongoloid. But this guy fell on the sword, you know, like he got, it's more of a, that's the Bible Belt, Smith Station, Alabama. I swear to Christ, everybody's fucking mentally irregular. All right, kids, your sports update. The Giants. The God Almighty. I've given up on football. I really have. I don't. You know, I've said it before. The Giants season was over week 1, but I didn't watch last week's game. I had it on for like 1 quarter. And I instantly started to become homicidal, so I turned it off. But I did check the score and looked at a couple of the highlights. The Giants literally got anally fucked with no lube by the Raiders last Sunday. And just as an aside, the Raiders are the worst fucking team in the NFL right now. As a matter of fact, they're so bad that they got eliminated from any chance of the fucking playoffs. Okay, the other day. But they literally fucked the Giants in the ass so hard that they just 30-6. No words. Embarrassing. Now, the Jets looked fucking equally inebriated on Sunday, too. But, Monday, they played the Chargers. But it wasn't as bad as watching the Giants literally get sodomized up and down the fucking field. Like they don't know how to pass rush. They can't get yardage. The fucking quarterback. Oh, my God. I mean, I don't know what the hell's worse. The offense, the defense. The fucking water boy is better at what he's doing than what these cocksuckers are. I don't know who to blame. At this point, I don't blame the coaches. Do I blame the offensive coordinator, the defense, the play? The fans? You're better off just know the fans pick out of a hat and having them shoot up and fucking play. It's just insane. I love, there's the Yankees, there's the Giants. It's an equal love-hate thing for me, but when they suck, I'm probably the worst fucking fan you could be when they're horrible. Because I literally want to take an ice pick and stab them all right in the back of the fucking head because they're that fucking frustrating. So yeah, they just got annihilated, and yet they may. If Jesus wants to walk on water again. They still have like a half of a cunt hair of a shot at the fucking wild card. It's not going to happen. Look, I'm not being that would be beyond delusional to think that they would make the playoffs, but that's how fucking shitty this fucking division is, and they are the absolute fucking worst. The Giants suck. The Jets suck. That I expect at least, And even the Saints aren't doing fucking well either. My back, so I just gave up on football. I haven't even watched. And it like kills me because that's like my Sunday thing, So, between hockey and basketball, I haven't really sat down and like dived into like basketball season yet because it's still too soon and everybody still sucks. But hockey, I don't know. I'll get to hockey in a minute. So anyway, if you gave a shit, so the Giants, because they need a fucking quarterback, because Jones is out for the rest of the season. He's done. They should have never fucking signed him to that contract, but he's done. So they signed, even this they can't do right. They signed former Bills quarterback Matt Barkley, who used to play for Dable when Dable was offensive coordinator in fucking Buffalo. But here's the thing about Matt Barkley. He hasn't fucking played a goddamn game since 2020. It's almost 2024. Okay? So he's not suiting up this week because he's in the practice league. So they got DeVito fucking playing this week. And I hate this. The kid's name is Tommy DeVito. They're backup quarterback. And I want to like this kid. Like, I would like, you know what? This should be the franchise quarterback. He should be great. His name's Tommy. DeVito. He's a nice Italian kid. I'd even be happy to walk around with a jersey that said, DeVito. But he sucks. He's fucking terrible. He doesn't know he's a quarterback. He can't pass. He can't catch. He can't do shit. Right? All he can do is sit there and finger himself in the ears. So DeVito's suiting up this Sunday because Barkley still has to fucking practice. Hasn't fucking logged a single NFL hour since 20. This is the quarterback they signed. So I don't even know if this kid could even play football anymore. God almighty help us, okay? So anyway, Giants and Cowboys Sunday at 4:25. I don't need to tell you how that one's going to go. If you own a Giant, anything Giants, don't even bother wearing it Sunday, okay? Because you're just going to look stupid. The Jets play the Raiders Sunday at 8:20, so they may have a shot at winning this. I don't know. Bills and Broncos Monday at 8:15. Saints and Vikings Sunday at 1 o'clock. Like I said, I'm done with football. I gave up on it. Fortunately for me, the boys in blue, NHL, the Rangers are playing the Blue Jackets Sunday at 7 o'clock. So I got some kind of sports to watch Sunday, something. It's not Sunday football, but you take what you can get when you can get it. For you Islander fans, they play the Capitals Saturday at 7:30. NBA, Nets and Celtics tonight at 7:30. Knicks and Hornets Sunday at 12. And the Bulls and Pistons Sunday at 7. So I can flip between the Rangers and the Bulls game. Yay, me. Okay, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub Review, I got a new one for you. So the other day, I went to lunch at this place in Lynbrook. Now, it's new, but it's not new. It used to be a Taco Joe's. And Taco Joe's was like a takeout taco joint. I can't say I've ever eaten there. But they turned it into this. Taco Joe's kind of put like a spin on it. They call it Taco Joe's Poppin' Cantina. So they kind of like added stuff to the menu that you normally wouldn't see in a normal like Taco Joe's. They made it more of a sit-down joint with a bar and stuff. So I went there for lunch I remember the other day. So I got to tell you, it was fucking delightful. It really was. And this place just opened in like the beginning of October. So I didn't go nuts. Certain things just really, I'm a simple guy. Like I love al pastor tacos, which is like that pork that's roasted on the spit and it's nice and crispy, and they serve it with like pineapple, like grilled pineapple. So I got the al pastor taco, and I got like a chorizo and beef taco with like jalapeno chorizo and stuff. Fucking lights out. Just fucking lights out. Got a couple of palomas with it. Just, even the drinks was spot on. The service, I gotta tell you, could be worked on a little bit. Like everybody seemed confused that they were waiters. So the service wasn't exactly, 4 stars, but the food was very good. Now they have more of an elaborate menu, more Mexican type of dishes, some fusion dishes. They have like they have like a riff on like Mexican disco fries, and like they have burgers and chicken sandwiches and shit like that. I didn't venture into that. I just wanted something quick and simple. It was lunchtime kind of. So I got that. But here's the thing that really stood out the most, and it's the simplest thing. Like, you get like the chips and salsa, as a little like snack. And they had this salsa. It was a hotter one, but like, oh my god, you could have put this shit on a tire. They make it now. I swear to God, they had to put some refried beans in it because they pureed it a little bit, but it wasn't like chunky, and I like it that way. I like it like puree, smooth. I mean, I could have drank it out of the cup. Had just the right amount of heat, but it had like a creaminess to it. Like, that's why I was tasting beans. I even asked the guy, "You put refried beans in?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because I don't know what the fuck they put in this stuff, but I wanted to drink it. Then they had like a habanero salsa, which was like really hot. Like, I put that shit on my tacos, but still delightful. Like, it was hot, but it wasn't to the point where it was obnoxious where you didn't taste nothing else. So go check this joint out. It's right on Sunrise Highway. It's in a little shopping center, like right by the Lynbrook train station. Fucking fantastic. Taco Joe's Poppin' Cantina. Trust me, it's poppin'. Okay, on What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about Down for Love. Now, you might be, oh my God, he's horny. No, this is a show on Netflix. And I watched the entire first, I binged it in one shot. Okay, it's about Mongoloids who are like looking to like hook up. I told you, they're not that retarded. I know you probably think, oh my God, you're a sick bastard. Yeah, I am. I watched the whole thing. Granted, I was in shock for most of it. I mean, it's hilarious. I don't think they meant it to be hilarious. To me, it was hysterical. If you have Netflix, please just watch it. Just watch like 3 or 4 episodes. I promise you, after like the second one, you'll be fucking hooked. But I mean, so yeah, you know, retards get horny too. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there was 1 or 2 you were kind of rooting for. Like, there was this one kid. He was just like, he just liked to drink. He was, he couldn't get laid in a cat house with a fistful of 50s. And out of all the other Mongoloid guys, he was probably the better looking one. So, I learned a few new things about people with Down syndrome that I didn't know before. Like, for one thing, they have absolutely no concept of time. It's like a dog. Like, you know, like you leave the house, like if you have a dog, you'll know what I mean. You leave the house for like 3 minutes and come back, your dog's all excited to see you. You leave the house for like 2 days and come back, the dog's all excited to see you. It doesn't, the dog can't tell time. They have no concept of time. So a minute, an hour, a day, all seems the same to them. Well, apparently the same thing with retards. So, like, you know, they would go out on a date, and by the end of the day, like an hour to them apparently is like a week, you know, or maybe even a month. Because, like, within like 2 hours, like a 2 hour time frame, I love this one. I did that beautiful, and I love you. Like, they fall in love within like 3 minutes. And when I say they loved each other, they ain't fucking around. Like, this one fat Mongoloid met this other fat Mongoloid. They went out on one date. They played miniature golf, and like, and they just, at the end of the day, I love you. She, I love you, and like, and they've been together forever. So that's one. They have no concept of time. 2, they don't know how to use adjectives. Like, you say, oh, like, I like this girl. She's really pretty. Or they just use every adjective they've ever heard. It doesn't necessarily have to correlate with people. Like, they love the word awesome. That's like their favorite word. It's like if you go to like I guess like retard training camp, like the first word they teach you is awesome. And the awesome. And like pretty and sexy and smells good. And one guy used the word al dente to describe a retarded woman. She's actually, he didn't even say it right. He called it al dente, which, you know, I knew he meant al dente, but he wasn't even Italian. And she's al dente, and I just fucking died. I couldn't. Please just go watch this fucking show. Like, you're gonna hate yourself for watching it, but by the time you're done, you're gonna be laughing so fucking hard. You know you're gonna burn in hell, but it's okay. You'll have good stories to share with the other people in hell. So they don't know how to use adjectives, and they're not necessarily familiar with sex. Like, they know what they know. They don't know exactly all the different parts of it. So, like, this couple, this one particular couple that went on a date once, they fell in love. So, like, you fast forward. They went and talked to a relationship consultant, person who helps you have sex. I guess, I don't know, one of these fucking weirdo liberals. Like, if you just strip these 2 retards down, stuck them in a bed, and they'd figure it out, I think. She's asking, like, he's like, I love having sex with her. And she's like, I like sex with this guy. But meanwhile, they didn't have sex. They just thought kissing was sex. So the woman goes, well, can you describe what sex is? They go, when she kisses me slow and touches me. So she showed them what sex actually was. She showed them pictures, and like I thought they got even more retarded. Like the kid was like horrified. And then like after like 4 or 5 minutes, they're like, I wouldn't do that. And like the parents of these retards are all for this shit. Like if I had a daughter, right, and she was retarded, and she met another retarded kid, and this retarded kid wanted to fuck her, I'd still break his fucking legs. Like, you know, like I don't care. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know she's licking the fucking furniture, but I'm still breaking your fucking legs. That's just that's how I am. I can't help it. So there's that. And then the last thing these gay retards. Like I don't know why this never like entered into my realm of thinking. Like I figured like it was too like complicated for them to be like heterosexual relationships were like, you know, kind of complicated for them to understand. I didn't think that they could like swivel. So look, I grew as a human, right? So there was this one chick, this little retarded whore, and like the one retarded kid I liked, I thought he had a shot. He liked her. They went on a date, and she like kind of crushed him because, you know, of course they fall in love in 3 minutes and then they break up. So she decided she wanted to be a lesbian. I'm bisexual. I don't think women are pretty. So she goes on a date with this other girl who wasn't actually retarded. She was just fucking ugly. Like she had some kind of mutation that made her face look ugly. Like she looked demonic. Like she had her teeth were on top of each other. Her forehead was like that big. Like she was just fucking hideous. And then here's this little Mongoloid girl. So I don't know what they told the fucking ugly broad that looked like a demon. I don't think she knew that this one was a retard. So when they meet on this blind date, like you could tell, I'm not excited. So like the retard was all happy because this is a non-retard. And, you know, at the end of the date, the ugly broad rejected the Mongoloid. So like, I mean, if you get rejected, like here's what. So the retarded girl rejected another retarded kid. So he was upset. I don't blame him. If I got rejected by a Mongoloid, I think I'd have a fucking ego problem myself. So then this girl goes on and decides to switch teams and go on a date with a really ugly broad. And the really ugly broad rejected the fucking Mongoloid girl, so now she's feeling bad. I'm telling you, this was fucking hilarious. Just watch it. And then every so often they would put like a high-functioning retard with like a pile of shit. And like there was this one kid, he was funny. He was an older guy. And they set him up with this like Mongoloid who was low functioning. She looked like Shrek, and she had like rainbow hair, and he takes her fishing. They don't know, and she just had to. Are you having fun, Dick? I'm being sick. She must have thrown. She couldn't. She had nothing. There was nothing there. So they asked this kid, so she go for material. They go, no. They are brutally honest, which is fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, just watch the show. Down for Love on Netflix. I promise you, you're gonna thank me. You're gonna burn in hell with me, but you're gonna fucking thank me. You're welcome. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. Oh, all right. So, Marketplace.org has reported in 2016 that there are more adult diapers sold in Japan than baby diapers. Well, that's right. You know, sometimes it just sneaks up on you. Like Pearl Harbor. Plus, they're pervs. They like sniffing diapers, those fucking dirty Japanese. All right, kids, on your PSA. So, you know, with the holidays rapidly approaching, you see all these Christmas things, holiday gift ideas, shit like that. So I was thumbing through the Sharper Image catalog, which I don't even know how Sharper Image is still in business right now, okay? Because everything they sell doesn't fucking work. Or it works for like a day or two, and it's like impractical. It's like, you know, like shit like that. But there was just one thing that I came across, and I just like, it was like an electrolysis machine to help women get rid of facial hair. And they're advertising this as like a stocking stuffer. What fucking planet are you? Listen, if you have a chick that's got a fuzzy face, I don't know what the fuck you're doing wrong with yourself. But like, if you do not give a personal electrolysis machine to your girl. Okay, unless you want to break up with her nice. Or you want to risk being fucking murdered on Christmas. Because if you're dating a woman who's Italian, who's Hispanic, who's some kind of West Indian, like Jamaican, Caribbean, whatever the fuck, Dominican women, you're Puerto Ricans, like if Kevin gave Simone one of these things, Simone would probably sharpen it into like a shiv within like 2 minutes and jam it into his neck. Like you don't give, you give a girl like this an electrolysis machine, I promise you're dead. Before Christmas morning is over, they're digging a hole and hiding your body. Okay? Like, who thinks this is a good idea? Like, you don't give a fuck. Here, honey, you got that one chin here. I figured this was going to work out for you. Mira, come here. And they're going to fucking stab you. Like, you don't do this shit. Like, that is... If you notice, like, your chick all of a sudden has a chin hair, you're going to have to learn to live with it. Okay? You're just going to have to ignore it. Wait till she falls asleep, get a tweezer and pull it out when she wakes up and go, what? You look at her like you're surprised that she's awake. What's the matter? Like, if that, if she has like a little like corner mustache, wait, get her like shit-faced drunk, give her a couple of gummies, drug her, and then like wax her face. I know that's frowned upon, and some liberal somewhere is clutching her. Oh my God, that's an assault. That's better than giving them an electrolysis machine and going, like, your face is just a little too fucking hairy for me. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be dead. Like, that's, and you know something? If that woman goes to court and they go, why'd you kill your husband? Or why'd you kill your boyfriend? This motherfucker gave me an electrolysis machine for Christmas. Case dismissed. Temporary insanity. I mean, seriously. If I'm an attorney, I could get off cases like that all day long. So, and then like you go into like these like, even like Target, like Yankee Candle, like these candle fucking places. They have all these scented candles. This just drives me nuts. Like, all right, certain types of scented candles, I get it. Like if it's hot cocoa. Because they have all these, like, Christmas-themed and winter-themed, like, fancy scented candles, which you don't fucking need. It takes 3 years to burn through one of these fucking candles. So people who are buying excessive amounts of Yankee candles, stop it. There's something fucking wrong with you, okay? There's something missing inside your fucking head. Like, people will sometimes give me candles, and I'm like, what? I'm not a candle guy. Like, I'll burn it. It smells nice. Then I fall asleep and then I wake up. Holy shit, the house is on fire. Like, that's the type. So, like, it takes you, like, years. Like, you only need one. Like, you buy one candle, like, every, like, 2-3 years, you should be good. You know what I mean? Like, what are you burning this fucking thing 24 hours a day? Okay? So, my thing is, like, the scents they come up with. Like, I get certain, like, hot cocoa. It smells like hot chocolate. Okay, fine. For coffee. All right, I like that. I'm down with that. But then like you look at like Christmas magic. What the fuck is that? Okay, like Winter Wonderland lights. Like what the fuck does winter lights smell like? Like so who smells something? Oh, this smells like Christmas lights. Yay! What are you on fucking crack? Like Christmas morning. Well, what if you live in, like, I don't know, Staten Island, okay? Like, Christmas morning in Staten Island does not smell like a pine cone. It smells like ass and a garbage dump, okay? Yeah, like Winter Wonderland. Well, what if you live in, like, fucking Lancaster County? You know what Winter Wonderland smells like in Lancaster? Horse shit. You know what it smells like in summer in Lancaster? Horse shit. You know what it smells like on a Tuesday? Horse shit. So just make a shit-scented candle and go, Christmas in Lane, Amish Christmas. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, if it smells like Pine Sol, just call it fucking Pine Sol and stop aggravating everybody. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, stay COVIDless, kids. No mask, don't ask, haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.